Hi there, I'm Jane Tyler, and I'm here today to just give you an update with regards to our building project, and specifically with regards to our fundraising efforts. As some of you may know, selling something like goods and services in order to raise money may not actually be the most efficient thing to do. If you sell a widget for $15, then only $5 goes towards your project because the widget costs $10. That's really not the most efficient thing to do, and it actually can be a lot of work for a lot of people and really be quite frustrating. So here today, I have taken this opportunity to bring to you some ideas that can maybe help us get together the money that we need for our building project in a much more efficient manner. So today, let me show you another way that it's possible for us to get the funds together for this project that probably would be in a better way for everyone. Our construction day is getting closer and closer. We've had a lot of good conversations, good meetings, good discussions, and lots of good decisions along the way. We've made some changes, and this has really put us into a good place. So let's just see where we are with regards to the plan. Let's start with what we know. We know that construction will be about $3.3 million. This is an estimate, but it is a very good estimate. We have a motion on the books from our FBC family that we need to have 60% of the funds in place before we can start construction. That figure then is $1,980 approximately. So what do we have? Well, right now in the bank we have just over $1 million, and that number changes every month as we have households that are giving to the building fund on a regular basis. We have the value of our 2 rental homes that we're currently still collecting rent on. That is in our capital position, and those houses are assigned to the building fund. Plus we have expenses that we've already incurred, just the demolition of the old well building plus architect work, engineer work, which is all part of the original cost. That's all been done already. So what do we need to put the hammer to the nail, so to speak? Well, if we need $1.98 million and we have just over $1.6 million, the missing value is about $360,000. Let's round that up to $400,000 to make a nice round number to work with. I think that we can achieve this efficiently with the 3 P's: prayer, planning, and pledging. Prayer, without a doubt, we have to put this before God and let Him be in on the details, that this is done through Him and not through us. Planning, I am actually really impressed with the wisdom and expertise that is part of our church family. I've been on church council for 3 or 4 years now, and I'm amazed at the talents and gifts of the people there and that are part of our building committee. From engineers to entrepreneurs, our church is just full of tremendous people putting lots of work and effort into this project. And pledging, that's all of us. That's the Faith Baptist community. And that's what I'd like to explain further to you. Pledging is not a contract, but it is a tool. It's a good tool for everyone involved, for the people needing the money to come together, and also for people that are putting the money forward. Pledging can be very effective in planning. Your pledges can help us define when we can estimate having that 60%, that missing $400,000 that we need to start construction. When we are doing pledging, it can help the building committee as they're making plans, and it can help individuals as they plan themselves for their giving. As many of you know, if you've ever done home renos, you can't start home renos just the day after you make the decision. You have to put some plans in place, and that's not any different with a project of this nature. Manpower, supplies, time are all commodities that have to be planned and organized. Sadly, the alternative to planning is chaos, unfortunately. So looking at those numbers can be quite daunting and overwhelming. When you look at those 6 digits, $400,000, that's significant for some of us, and it may be difficult to sort of put that into terms that we can understand. So let's break it down. Here's a table. If you take a look at the very bottom row where it says household values, a number of 270, and total dollars of 409,000. What that's referring to is the number of households that Faith Baptist Church has approximately. and $409,000. That's just a number that came together as I put this table together. Look at the value for $500 of giving. And this is annual giving, not monthly, but annual giving. And then I have broken down in the next column to show monthly giving, what that amount would look like. If we had 100 households give $500 in pledge towards the building project, we would have $50,000. And as you can see, the table grows with the amount of money that individual households give, but the number of households giving goes down proportionately. And as a result, we can end up with $409,000 at the end of a year. That's that money that we need to move forward. I'd be amiss if I didn't give you this next chart. This next chart on the far right shows you what you get back in income tax refund in the following spring when you're doing your taxes. Now, of course, this varies from individual to individual and from household to household, and those numbers are approximate, but they're a good approximate. They reflect the values from the 2020 tax year. So as you can see, a household that gives $500 would get back about $180 in income tax refund. We should note that we would still have a mortgage, about $1.3 million. But if our pledging were to continue at the same rate, so say $409,000 per year, we would have our mortgage paid off in approximately 4 to 5 years. That is actually really amazing to think that we could do something like that, but it is possible. So the actual mechanics of pledging does involve a pledge brochure or a pledge form in this case. We are going to make these available to you through our website, or you can get them through the church office. You can mail or email it back. But what you need to do, folks, is you need to prayerfully and thoughtfully as a household consider what you would want to do or be able to do for the building project. This information will be kept confidential. The only person that will have access to it is our accountant. It would not be something that would be communicated with the building committee. However, the building committee would be told if the value has been reached, but not who's making the contributions. Our building committee is made up of some great people that are putting a lot of work and effort into this. Kathy Bosler, Stu Kramer, Kent Shainroth, Gerhard Sturkel, and Rolf Winkler. Susan Waldall and myself, we've joined the committee, somewhat as a subcommittee, just to help get things going with regards to the fundraising. So folks, I hope that I've encouraged you here today. I hope that I have given you a sense of excitement about the building project and where we are at. I know I'm encouraged to see what steps we have moving forward, and that this potential of this building brings to our community and to our congregation is really, really impressive. The picture that you see on your slide right now is just an artist rendering, but it's a good one. That looks really, really quite awesome to see. It may look a little different, the final project, but it gives you an idea. So I hope this finds you all well, and many blessings to you.